Hey YouTube, it's Leanne Oliver, and I'm coming to you today after 4 weeks to check in, to kind of update you guys on where I am. I guess I'm going to do monthly videos instead of weekly videos now because that seems to be what I do. I came to you last time, August the 22nd, which was like my 64 weeks, and at that time I was weighing in at 163. And I come to you today, 4 weeks later, at week 68, weighing in at 159, which is a 4-pound loss for the month. So it really wasn't like a pound a week. Like I said before in my videos, I tend to lose a period of time and then hold steady. And I've been holding steady for the last 2 weeks. So, you know, here we are. I'm at 159. I have saw 158 briefly. I have saw 160 again. So, but it seems to hold steady at 159. So that's what we're going to call it right now. For those of you who don't watch my videos, I had my surgery with my vertical sleeve on May the 10th, 2013 in Birmingham, Alabama with Dr. DeWitt. My highest weight was 290. Day of surgery, I was 270. And like I said, today I'm 159. So that's kind of my story of that. Things have still been the same from before. Water's still okay. I still take all my vitamins and things like that. I take an omega-3. I take a B12. I take a multivitamin with iron. I take the calcium citrates. I take 3 of those. I take, what else I take? I take Tums for the vitamin D. And I think that's all I take. Oh, I take a biotin still. I take a hair, skin, and nails still, which my hair's coming back pretty good now, so I can kind of lay off on one of those when I run out of those. I sometimes add a vitamin C, and I also started adding the stuff for my joints, MSM, too, since I'm doing such heavy lifting at the gym, and just to kind of help with that. So that's kind of what I take. Protein, still good. Sometimes I do a protein shake every now and then. Mainly I get my protein from my food. So that's kind of where I am with that. I don't know. Like I said, I do at the gym. I do some HIITs, a Tabata kind of high intensity training, usually once a day. And I also do heavy lifting right now for the next 2 months. We're going to do heavy lifting, German volume training, where I do some exercise, lifting and stuff. But I always do a weightlifting class 3 times a week, and then like I said, I do the Tabata or the high intensity kind of boot camp kind of things 3 to 4 days a week. The other days I try to walk, but go figure. So things are about the same. Not much change. I guess that's why I don't like to do very many videos, because not a whole lot of things are going on. I hope when I go to my appointment in November with my surgeon that he maybe looks at sending me to a plastic surgeon at that time, because I've got a lot of loose skin. I don't know if you can see in this one, but even with the exercise on the arm, and there's a good muscle there, but you really can't see it because, hold on. So like I was saying, I do have loose skin in my arm. You can see it there, even with all the the weightlifting, and you can see my muscle pump there. And all the exercise that I'm doing, I still have the saggies in there. You can see it in my neck. Even with all that, you can still see, I hate this right here, this kind of stuff. But, it would look nice and younger if I had that. But I do have the skin there. I have lots of skin. I got a tunic on today, so maybe I can lift it. But, even with, this going on, I have this loose skin in here still that makes it look like I have a big rounded belly still, which is just a lot of loose skin. I don't have a lot on my back, even in my, sorry, I don't mean to be, but, even up in here, this is just skin in here now, but, you can kind of say, this is me. I tend to, sorry, move my shirt back down. I tend to, that wasn't too much for some people. I tend to wear, now I think I'm in a 9-10. Usually I'm pretty much in a 9-10 all the time. Well, I am in a 9-10. I can wear some 7/8s if they're stretchy kind of stuff. My tops are mediums. So that's kind of where I am. Which leads into kind of body image. And talking about body image, that's a big deal, guys. I still think I need to buy larges and things. And I still do not see myself the size I am. I mean, I can look at pictures and stuff and be like, oh yeah, I'm smaller. But I don't see myself the size I am. I really don't. I am smaller now than I was any of my adult weight that I can remember. The lowest I got in high school and was like 160, and I thought at that time, and I was in a 9, and I thought I was like super skinny, and I was just barely in a 9. Most of mine were 11 and 12s. And actually people would tell me at that point in time I had lost too much weight, and my hair was falling out, and I needed to put some weight back on because I was looking really sickly looking. I'm less than I was then, and then I thought I was skinny. I mean, I knew I was. I knew I lost a lot of weight, but this time I don't see that. That's crazy. But I don't see myself being smaller than I was then. I don't even see myself as being the size I was then. And I know I have loose skin now that makes a difference, but with the loose skin, I kind of should be the size I was then. I mean, because I'm wearing the same size clothes. I don't know what that is. I don't see myself the size I am, and I know that. People point things out and say things. I don't see the drastic difference. I'm getting a lot more compliments now, like, you know, you're wasting away, you look so tiny, you know, you need to stop losing weight. And I'm still like, you know, I need to get to 150. And probably I really should get even lower than that if you go by my BMI. But I'm 5'5", 5'4.5", or 5'5". So I don't know. I don't know when your mind catches up with your body. I don't know when I will see myself and be like, yeah, I mean, you look different. I mean, I know I look different, but I do not see, I don't see the difference everybody else sees. And with the significant other, with my spouse, I mean, this drastic weight loss has caused some issues there, mainly in the fact that I guess it's fast for him too. So for him, he says wrapping his mind around people checking me out now and people talking to me, and the jealousy thing has been something else, and I'm not used to it because I don't see myself that way. I don't see myself as people checking me out. I don't see that when I'm talking to people or being myself and being how I normally was is anything different and could be misconstrued now, and he does, and he's having a hard time adjusting and dealing with that and working through those issues. And I'm having a hard time because then I feel like now I'm being punished and I'm being like questioned and things like that because it's something that should be a positive thing because I've lost weight. And it's kind of turned into a negative where things were so much easier sometimes when I was overweight and that wasn't an issue. And I don't want to say I regret it, but sometimes I kind of do regret that I have to deal with this stuff now because it's something that should be positive. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the biggest struggle right now. It's both of us dealing with who I am, and I'm still seeing myself as the same person I've always been, and yet other people are seeing something different. I mean, people are not recognizing me. I went to a funeral today with people that maybe I haven't seen in a while, probably 2 years or maybe. And like I hugged some people's necks, and then later, you know, I went to visitation, and then today I went to the funeral, and they're like, I had to ask who you was. I didn't know who you were when you hugged my neck last night. I mean, really, it's not that big of a difference, is what I think. But I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And just understanding and wrapping my mind around that, and understanding. I mean, my babysitter, my nanny that takes care of my kids, you know, she's always been so tiny to me. I've always thought she was so tiny. And now I'm like a smaller size than she is. Like, she's getting my clothes that I don't wear anymore. She's like, give me your clothes. I'm like, what? You can't wear my clothes. What are you talking about? They're too big for you. But they're not. But I still can't say that. That is, I don't understand that. I'm sure lots of you are struggling with this. And it's hard, guys. The mental struggle, it seems crazy, but it's hard. Especially if you have a spouse and dealing with that. And him dealing with that. And being seen as a different kind of person than what you were, and the things that you do are now misconstrued, and the things how you are maybe can't be how you are anymore. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm just throwing that out there. But I guess my next steps would be talking about plastic surgery. If my insurance doesn't pay for lots of it, then I don't know that I'll be able to do that. So, I mean, maybe I'll come back to you guys with some answers next time. Things I'm eating the Greek Light and Fit yogurt. I love that, the 80 calorie. I mix it with granola, different kinds of protein granola. For lunch is usually tuna fish in the packs. I like that, like the hot and spicy chicken, whatever. I will say I'm eating some carbs. I mean, I'm eating more carbs than before. I have had carbs back. Like, I do some snacky things that I shouldn't, and I'd probably lose the last little 9 pounds that I need if I would quit that. Chips and crackers and things like that. That's my carb things. Sometimes the bun on the hamburger or whatever. Not the whole bun, but like one part of the bun. Beef jerky, that's a big staple for me. It was almonds, but I haven't been eating as much almonds, so that's kind of me, guys. I love the Golden Peak Diet Tea. That's my favorite go-to drink besides water. So that's me. Feel free to ask questions, throw something out there. I'll try to answer anything I can. And big shout outs to all my people who've reached goals, and those that watch me, thank you. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.